For those of you who think that the Gentiles can get saved, you teach that the Gentiles can get saved, you know, I'm going to read Matthew chapter 1 and verse 21. And she shall bring forth a son, and you shall call his name Yeshua, for he shall save his people from their sins. Now, that's the angel talking. I don't give a damn what Paul, no, any nigga say after that. All right? This is the angel talking. And that should be the end of it. Whatever the angel say. Because, man, you mean to tell me ain't no man ever said nothing wrong? I don't give a damn what is organized on the paper as scripture. Forget that. I'm talking about what an angel say. All right? He didn't say his people first and then everybody. It specifically say his people. Chapter 10, verse 5. These 12 Yahshua sent forth and commanded them, saying, Go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Now, for all y'all who teach that the Gentiles can get saved, I got something very simple to address to you and to ask you. Please give me an answer. Matthew chapter 15, start at verse 21. Then Yahshua went thence and departed into the coast of Tyre and Sidon. And behold, a woman of Canaan came out of the same coast and cried unto him, saying, Have mercy on me, O Lord, you son of David. My daughter is grievously vexed with the devil. But he answered her not a word, and his disciples came and besought him, saying, Send her away, for she crieth after us. Verse 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Now he said it himself, not first, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. He said that the angel said the same thing. He told his disciples the same thing. And now he's saying the same thing. Verse 25. Then came she and worshipped him, saying, Lord, help me. But he answered and said, It is not meet to take the children's bread and to cast it to the dogs. And she said, Truth, Lord, yet the dogs eat of the crumbs which fall from their master's table. Now, he ended up saying, Then Yahshua answered and said unto her, O woman, great is thy faith, be it unto thee even as thou wilt. And her daughter was made whole from that very hour. So he said, Take the children's bread and cast it to the dogs. Now, there was it was another scripture somewhere, I think it's in another one of the Gospels, that mentions something like this. It goes, let the children first be filled. Well, and then of course, you got to the Jew first and then also to the Greek. Okay. And that's why I want to ask all you people who teaching that the Gentiles can get saved. That's the question. You teaching white folks and Asians and so forth in America. Question is, have you gone to all the black and Hispanic communities? Have you gone to all the Israelites that are all around the world? What is it talking about if it say to the Jew first and then also to the Greek? Is it talking about just the Jews around where you at? Or the Jew? No. If it's talking about to the Jew first and then to the Greek, then even with that, you still got to go to all the children of Israel first. That's what he said to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, to the lost sheep. See what I'm saying? To the people that don't know that they Israelites. To the people that's lost out here in this Gentile world. You know, in this Greco-Roman world. You see what I'm saying? So, address that. I also wanted to mention this. The Great Millstone Brothers teach that the Gentiles are actually Israelites in a practicing Gentile customs. niggas saluting the flag, eating pork, so forth, like that. Just like we do. Well, what is a Jew? A Jew is what? The word Jew refers to Judah. We know they're talking about the southern kingdom and the people who inhabited the southern kingdom. Well, what about the 10 tribes that were taken away by Assyria? The word Jew don't apply to them. So if you saying go to Israel first for you light and body church, gathering Christ and all that, then if that be the case, then where do the rest of Israel fit into that? Those who are not the Jews, where do they fit in? Because it just say to the Jew and then to the Greek. It don't mention the lost tribes of Israel. But he said go to the lost sheep of Israel. But the word Jew and Greek don't apply to, neither one of those words apply to that group. So are they included, or do you teach them when you teach a Gentile or what? So if you're going to say that you can teach the Gentiles, but because it said to the Jew first and also to the Greek, then what? You got to say Jew first. Still, you can't teach no Gentile till you teach all the Israelites first. Even then, by the own doctrine that you try to go by. You see what I'm saying? That's all I wanted to ask. You know, if anybody got a question with that, that's all I'm trying to ask, you know. In other words, put it like this. Are you teaching all Israel first and then going to the Gentile? Because there's Israelites all over the world. There's Israelites in communities never heard of you. I'm down in Memphis, Tennessee. Ain't nobody down here. I tell people, everybody I talk to, they ain't never heard of no ISUPK. They don't know what Hebrew Israelite is. You know, they ain't never heard of Great Millstone, Gathering of Christ, and so forth. You know, so that would be my question to you. And so therefore, I'm sure it's people in Jackson, Mississippi, in Birmingham, in Little Rock, you know what I mean, that ain't heard of you either. So even if you're going to say you can teach the Gentiles because it says to the Jew first and then also to the Greek, that's what I want to know. You see what I'm saying? You got Israelites that ain't heard it. So you teaching Gentiles in a time, and some of you got Gentiles as a part of your camp at a time when at the same time there are Israelites out there that ain't never heard of it, that ain't ever heard of the truth. So even if you're going to say to the Jew first and also to the Greek, it said to the Jew first. Ain't no way around that. Plain and simple, you know. You know how I see the whole situation. I already done told you that. Ain't no crackers, ain't no gospel to the Gentiles, period. You know what I mean? You know, I you know, that's done. And then nobody want to address that. You know, it seemed like usually niggas talk a lot of shit, but when I came out with the zeitgeist from Negro, it's like niggas was scared of that, you know. But I know what it is. You know what it is. But to all those who not biased and is cool with dealing with the truth, shalom. From the brother Khalid Elia. I'm out.